In this video, we'll take a look at how the primer interfaces with the case. We're still looking at small caliber primers as we saw in the previous video. We'll take a look at the boxer priming system. To retain the primer in the pocket, a mechanical staking or crimping is used as well as a sealant. The crimping moves the case metal inward in the radial direction toward the cup, providing a mechanical lock which increases the resistance of rearward movement of the primer cup, and it reduces the chance of a blown primer. Lacquer sealant is applied to the exterior of the primer cup to help improve the seal between case and primer. The sealant also prevents movement of the primer cup back towards the shooter. Prevention of the primer cup axial movement relative to the case is key to maintaining structural integrity of the primer cup because it prevents the case base from pinching the cup as the pressure continues to rise inside the case as the propellant burns and the case slides backwards in the chamber and contacts the bolt face. Here the firing pin strikes the primer during the early portion of the interior ballistic cycle. The firing pin striking the primer cup drives the case forward in the chamber and increases any initial gap between the case base and bolt face. As the primer mix ignites, the pressure increases in the primer pocket, driving the primer cup back against the bolt face and the case further in the chamber. This makes the case base and the bolt face larger. As the combustion process continues, the pressure causes the primer cup to bulge outward into the case base and bolt face gap. From here, one of two things can happen. One, the primer cup bulge can rupture prior to the case moving back, or two, if the primer cup survives this point, the case will move back as the pressure in the cartridge case increases, pinching the cup between the case base and bolt face, causing the cup to fail. If the firearm was properly designed, the venting will be directed away from the shooter. If not, then